Hello friends, welcome to online learning session of Indian Penal Code. Today we are discussing about section 29 of Indian Penal Code. It says about the meaning of document. The term document is one of the essential term under Indian Penal Code. There are certain offenses under Indian Penal Code which are in relation to the document. So in case of forgery, in case of false documents, the term document is important one. In order to consider the term, we need to follow the meaning given under section 29. Section 29 says that the word documents denotes any matter expressed or described upon any substance by means of letters, figures or marks, or by more than one of those means, intended to be used or which may be used as evidence of that matter. If we analyze the definition given under section 29, section 29 says about certain essentials of the concept of document to be considered as a document. It says that the term document denotes any matter which is either expressed or described upon any substance. The substance means anything, any surface on which the matter is expressed or described. So any person, if he writes something over any surface, if he draws something over any surface, it can be considered under the concept of document. But whatever the expression or whatever the description which is made upon the substance, it must be made either by means of letters, figures or marks, or it can be done either by two or more of these means. That means sometimes it may be includes letters or figures, or letters or marks, or letters, figures or marks, or anything else. If such means are being used upon a substance to express something, it can be considered as a document, provided that it is intended to be used or which may be used as evidence of that matter. And that is the most important requirement in case of document. To be proved as a document, the document must be in such a form that which can be shown as an evidence of itself. If a person writes something over the sand and if the letters or marks were vanished because of the water, then it cannot be considered as a document. However, if something is written on the stones or wood, it can be considered as a document even though it may be in any form. So anything which is either expressed or described upon any substance by means of letters, figures or marks, or which can be used as an evidence to prove the document itself, such thing or the expression is considered as a document. Section 29 says about two important explanations which are added to section 29. First explanation says that it is immaterial by what means or upon what substance the letters, figures or marks are formed. That means the substance is immaterial. The substance can be in any form. The substance can be of any means or any kind of thing which can be considered as a material over which something can be written in the form of letters, figures or marks. So substance, upon what substance the things are expressed, it is immaterial. So the substance cannot be considered as a material thing. Even a person written something over his own body, that can also be considered as a substance. Even a matter has been expressed upon the leaves of trees, that can also be considered as substance. So substance can be anything upon which the things are being expressed. Or again the explanation second says that whether the evidence is intended for or may be used in a court of justice or not. So again it is also not that much important that the evidence should be recorded in a court of justice only. If anything can be proved on the basis of that document or the document itself can be proved by showing that document as a evidence of itself, it can be considered as a document. So there are certain illustrations, that is writing expressing the terms of contract which may be used as evidence of the contract is a document. A check upon a banker is a document. A power of attorney is a document. A map or plan which is intended to be used or which may be used as evidence is also a document. A writing containing directions or instruction is also considered as a document. So the first explanation to section 29 says that the substance upon which the matters has been expressed or described is immaterial. In the same way, the evidence is intended to be used in a court of justice or not, that is also not that much important. Second explanation provided to section 29 says that whatever is expressed by means of letters, figures or marks, as explained by the mercantile or other usage, shall be deemed to be expressed by such letters, figures or marks within the meaning of this section, although the same may not be actually expressed. So sometimes there are certain marks, there are certain pictures which can be used as a mercantile usage. So whenever we endorse a check as account payee, we just cross the check at the corner, the left hand corner of the check. That two lines which cross the check is supposed to be the account payee, and in that case such mark will be considered as a mercantile usage. So any such type of mercantile usage which is expressed in a form of mark or figures or any other form can also be considered as a document, because it can be expressed something upon which the person can base. So it can be considered under the concept of document. So that is the second explanation. So that is all about this concept of document. So anything which is expressed in a form of letters, figures or marks upon any substance and which can be used as an evidence of itself can be considered as document.